Hey everyone, and welcome back. Long time no vlog, no video, no nothing. It is, I think today is the 14th. It's Monday. It's either the 13th or the 14th. I think it's the 14th. I am heading out to take, do you see this? Our neighbors. They're really nice people, but this is gonna sound really awful, and please judge away. You know how there's always that one house in a neighborhood? We live next to them. I'm not saying our house and our yard looks perfect all the time. Sorry, Matt kind of parked me in our driveway, a little weird. But they have literally a blue tarp hanging off the back of their house. I'm assuming they had a leak from it being winter and are choosing not to take care of it, or I don't know. But yeah, it is balmy. It is super frosty. I had to start my car, well, obviously to keep it warm while or get it warmed up while we were getting in the car and getting ready to leave. I'm heading out to take Sloan to the chiropractor. Oh, my mom does not want us back. So I'm sorry the angle is a little wonky. My mount is like, my windshield's super cold, and you guys are hearing the defrosters. It's just a hot mess. But I'm taking Sloan to the chiropractor for her weekly adjustment. Actually, she has 2 adjustments this week because we're still making up from when they were closed for 2 weeks for Christmas during like the holiday break. So we are heading there now. We are also, I don't know if I have my stroller, so that might not be a thing that's happening. I was gonna see. Okay, angle is super wonky. I was going to see about running into TJ Maxx after, all right, super close up and personal. You can kind of see Sloan. She's all bundled up back there in her like little bunting thing that goes over her car seat. I was gonna try and go to TJ Maxx right by her chiropractor. I'm looking for a new set of wine glasses, but I don't want to spend a ton of money on them because we entertain a lot, and I'll be honest, things get broken really easily when we entertain. Not because we have like rowdy friends or things like that. It's always been like pure accident. It just happens. So she's super cranky, so probably not a great idea to try and go to the store anyway. I bumped back our chiropractor appointment. We usually go at 10:15. I bumped it to 10:45 just because she had slept in, and I don't know if she's going through a growth spurt or if she's like fighting something off, like a bug of some sort, but she's been sleeping a lot lately, and she's kind of been extra clingy, and I don't necessarily know that she's feeling good. I don't know if it's teething related, if she's getting more teeth, or what the case is. She's not acting like she's in pain or discomfort. She just seems a little like extra tired. So I bumped it back so that she could get a little bit of extra rest, but because I bumped it back, it's now like impeding on her nap time, which is usually around 10:30. It was definitely like a lose-lose situation either way. So we're heading there now. We'll be there. I'm super early. I don't know why I left so early. I don't know. Which is fine. I have, we had her 3-month review last week, and then I'm going to do a sit-down video because I talked about this before I kind of took my hiatus, which wasn't planned, and I can kind of talk about that later. Life just got super busy. We had a lot of, like, obviously with the holidays, but we had a lot of events and things that we were hosting, and it got really chaotic, and I was having a ton of computer issues. It wasn't the right time. I think I got life kind of figured back out, so I'm good. Hopefully I can kind of keep to regularly uploading. But when I was at her appointment last week, they gave me like a, what are they calling this? I don't know, like a recommendation or a, not a referral, but why am I drawing a blank? to share our experience. So I have that to fill out. I totally forgot about it until I got in the car. So I'm gonna fill this out. Hopefully I think I'll have time in the parking lot before we go in to fill that out. And then we have kind of like a billing appointment. So I can talk more about this if you don't care about chiropractic. I'm sorry, and you can fast forward. You okay? But it's very similar to like the way that from what my experience. Okay, so I'm home. It is 11:15. I just laid Sloan down. She fell asleep in the car. I don't know that she's gonna fall asleep now. I'm hoping she falls asleep and takes a nap. She needs it. But I knew when she fell asleep in the car, it wasn't going to be good news. This is like a disheveled mess. So I'm home. I just sat down. I'm probably gonna sit down for a few minutes just to see if I'm quiet enough, if she'll fall asleep. I'm really hoping she does because I have to get my Christmas decor down. I never ended up doing a Christmas home tour or anything, so I might kind of share my trees with you guys. It's too late for inspiration now, but I might share that stuff with you guys before I take stuff down. I love having everything up. Christmas is by far my favorite holiday. I shouldn't say that. I should say really like Thanksgiving through Christmas are my favorite. But I'm ready. I'm ready to get my house back in order. My upstairs living room is very cramped with like the tree and how we have to move our furniture around. So I'm just very happy to have things done. What else? Oh, I was gonna share with you guys, like I said in the car before, my mount kept falling off the window and things. I took a hiatus basically because we had like Thanksgiving, no, not even Thanksgiving, Halloween-ish, and we had something going on every single week, like something big. We had Sloan's baptism, we had our Christmas party, we obviously had Thanksgiving, we just had so much going on, and life was really crazy, and I would have loved to have filmed during all of those things, but trying to get things in order while having a child proves to be difficult sometimes. She's a super easygoing baby, and for the most part, she's pretty I don't want to say self-sufficient because that's definitely not the right term, but she can occupy herself. She's not a child that needs to be held all the time. Like, she can play with her toys and be happy for a little while so that I can get things done. But it's difficult when I'm like lugging her around from room to room to do things. So that was one of the big issues. And then the other like main issue as to why I haven't is my computer was so bogged down. I don't know. I think it was because I had so much like footage stored on my computer in iMovie that my startup disk was full. Every time I tried to input footage off of either my phone or my camera, I would get error messages, and I would have to try and like import it numerous times for it to all take over. And it would take me, no joke, it would take me like a day and a half to get everything done. Like, editing is the most time consuming part for sure. But when I have a smooth running computer and things are going good, I can get it done pretty quickly. You know, it might take me 2 hours max to get everything like into my computer, actually edit it, and then export it onto YouTube. Super quick. I can get it done relatively quickly. But when I have a computer that's not cooperating, it doesn't work. So I took some time while Matt was off during holidays. He was off between Christmas and New Year's. And I kind of just, I sat by myself and I cleared off my computer. So I literally have like nothing stored on it now. So I'm hoping that that helps, because if it doesn't, I'm unfortunately going to have to get a new computer. And while we could do it, we have some pretty lofty goals. I guess you could say that, for the next like 2 years as far as what we want to do, where we want to end up, things like that. So we're trying to really keep a close watch on what we're spending this year in particular, but next year as well. And I'll share more on that in the future as kind of things progress with all of that. But, you know, we hope to move in the next couple of years. We have a dream of, I'm not even going to call it a dream, because a dream is something that is just that. A goal is something that I feel like is achievable. But we have a goal of building a new home in the next few years. And this home that we want to build, we want to be like, not necessarily our forever home, because I feel like in a lot of things, forever isn't guaranteed. Obviously, like in marriage and things like that, while no, it's not guaranteed, I feel like forever is appropriate. But I'm not going to say that this home that we build is our forever home, because you don't know where life is going to take you. But it's a home that we want to like fully raise our children in. We want, you know, we're being very cautious on where we're picking for school districts and things like that, neighborhoods. We didn't really think a whole lot about that when we bought this house. I mean, I was aware, but we sit in a kind of a weird spot where our houses were at the very border of a really great, one of the most wealthy counties in Michigan, or it might be the wealthiest county in Michigan. And then we live at the border of another county that unfortunately doesn't have a great school system and things like that. And while we have the ability to do school of choice, absolutely, we want our kids to live and grow up with, you know, the kids that they're going to go to school with. Matt and I both grew up in neighborhoods where it was full of kids. Like, those were your lifelong friends. You know, you obviously, like, as you get older and things like that, and especially through high school, you develop your own group of friends and things like that. But, you know, those were the kids that I grew up with from elementary school. Well, not specifically me, because I moved, but my elementary school friends were my elementary school friends from the time that I was like 4 years old when we moved there, all the way through half of middle school when we finally like lost contact after I moved. So that's really important for us. Matt lived in the same house his entire life. I did not. I moved a few times. But yeah, we're making some changes to our budget a little bit and things like that, just so that we are setting ourselves up for where we want to be in the next couple of years to do this. So I'll kind of share more on that as we go. I don't like talking finances a lot. I just don't. I feel like our situation is probably not typical. We've been very blessed in our lives. We've worked damn hard for what we have, and you know what our goals are, and what we plan to achieve. We work and we are working really hard for that. So I'm not going to say things that weren't given to us at certain points in our lives, because like I said, we were very blessed as young adults, and set up by our parents for success. But we've worked really hard since then to maintain, you know, all of that. So I don't really like talking finances. I mean, I'll give you guys prices of things that I buy, and I talked about grocery budget and things like that, but other than that, I don't really discuss that a whole lot. But this little girl, I don't know, she's maybe going to fall back asleep. She's kind of whining and carrying on in there, so I don't know what she's doing. I'm gonna relax for a few minutes. Not that I've done a whole lot, but I don't want to be up and moving. She's like the lightest sleeper ever, so I don't want to make a ton of noise in hopes that she does fall asleep. I'm probably gonna eat lunch in the next hour or so. I had a Weight Watchers 2-point, mine are more like 3 points because they're bigger, but they're the 2-ingredient 2-point muffins. I feel like a lot of people know this recipe. It's a can of pumpkin and then a box of whatever cake mix. I do the spice cake mix. and you just mix those and you bake them. Some people put eggs and things like that in them, which if you're doing Weight Watchers now, egg doesn't matter because it's a free food, but I've never put egg in mine. I put chocolate chips in a few of them, just a few. So I'm calling them all like 3 to 4 point muffins, which is still not bad. So I had one of those before we left, and then I had a serving of grapes on my way home. So I'm not super hungry at the moment. I'm trying to just be more mindful of my eating. I feel like I'm starting a new diet or something every week. I'm loosely following Weight Watchers. I'm using the It Bites or whatever it is app. I was using MyFitnessPal, and while counting calories has sort of worked for me in the past, I just need to be more mindful of not even just like, oh, I can eat a bag of chips for 130 calories, you know, a little snack size bag, but I need to be more mindful of the foods that I'm eating rather than just counting calories. So that's why I went more like the Weight Watchers approach, but super loosely. I'm trying to stay within my points every day and things like that, but I figured I would kind of share a little bit about what I'm eating and things like that. I can do a full what I eat in a day. If that's something that you guys are interested in. I think that might be super interesting. I have a few new recipes that I'm trying this week, so those should be good. I might do a what's for dinner video. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just gonna relax for a few. Probably catch up on watching some YouTube videos myself. I haven't done that in a little while, so we're good. I got my planner all written out. I'm not much of a planner. I have appointments and things in here, but really I'm mostly using it for like if I worked out, like marking down if I've worked out, I stayed on track with food. I wrote my meal plan in here. There is like a to-do thing and I have filled that out, but it's more so that I want to look back at the end of the year and see where I've made progress with myself, not necessarily like what I've done throughout the year, because we have a big calendar that we keep like major appointments and things like that on, but my planner I want to do more so for like personal development stuff. So that is that. I've chatted for 12 minutes now. I'm going to go just relax, like I said, for a few minutes, see if I can get her to fall asleep, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it is about 10 to 12. She did not take a nap, this little lady, so we are giving her some lunch. This is sweet potatoes and apples. So I have this, and then she'll have some diced pears as well. And that'll be lunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and get her fed. Oh boy, before she makes a mess, we are not doing baby-led weaning. She does eat, like I said, some diced fruits and like puffs and things like that, but she's personally not ready for it. She gags on everything that has like texture to it at this point, so we stick with the purees. Here, is that good? All right, so I'm gonna feed her. We're gonna hang out for a little bit and we'll see what the day brings. Okay, so it is about 12:30 and I just sat down to eat lunch. I have my turkey noodle soup here. I also had, which this is the stuff that I have to get better on. I had a cheese stick. This is just the Frigo cheese head. This was pretty high in points, so I need to use those more sparingly. I believe on the old Weight Watchers plan that this wasn't nearly as high, so I had that, and then I had a serving of turkey pepperoni. It's kind of like a snack. While I was feeding Sloan, I got like all of a sudden I just kind of got a little dizzy and I needed to get something in my stomach, so I did that, and then I'm having my soup here. Now the soup itself is only 2 points. The noodles are a little bit higher in points. I think the noodles are like 4 points for a cup, or maybe it was 6 points for a cup. So my whole bowl of soup it's either 6 or 8 points. I'd have to go back in the app and look. which is not terrible. So that is my lunch. This will definitely hold me over for quite a while. I might end up having like a protein bar or something later, or maybe some more fruit, or I don't know, something for like a mid-afternoon snack. But for now, I'm gonna have my soup. I just opened a Diet Pepsi. This little one is hanging out over here. She's definitely starting to get tired again. Hey, she lost her sock. Hey, kiddo. Well, there's the main Christmas tree for those that were interested. This tree in our main living room, I keep in neutrals, and then there's a tiny little bit of blue that I kind of put in there. But for the most part, this tree is very, very neutral. So there you go. There's that one, and I'll show you guys the other ones as I take them apart. But I'm gonna eat my soup and hang out. I was just going over what we're gonna do for dinner. This is my meal plan. This is how I do my meal planning. I plan out not necessarily what day we're having the meals, but I make sure that I have 5 meals. We did the turkey noodle soup last night. We're gonna do pesto shrimp with rice, and I'm gonna do a salad, and I have some cottage cheese. So we did Kroger grocery pickup, and the things that I had requested for veggies this week, okay, that Kroger in particular is always out of fresh green beans. Literally, I should have known better, but they were out. So they didn't have fresh green beans, and they didn't have broccoli, or somehow I ended up not getting broccoli. I'm not sure what happened there exactly, but I don't have really any vegetables. So I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for that. Like, I have salad vegetables and things like that, but I don't have broccoli and like side vegetables, if that makes sense. So tonight we're gonna do pesto shrimp with a vegetable and rice. Pesto is a little bit higher than I would prefer on Weight Watchers, so that's something to keep in mind, but I have the points for it. I just planned out the rest of my day short of like an afternoon snack, and I still have 11 points for the day, so I have plenty. But this is how I got this pad. It's magnetic. It goes on the side of my fridge typically. I got this from, I want to say like TJ Maxx or something, and I love it. I've been using it for quite a while now. It just makes things really simple, and then I take like the meal plan for the week and I also transfer it into my planner like you guys saw. And then at the bottom it gives you a place that you can make your actual grocery list. Now I feel like this isn't quite big enough for a full-on grocery list. As you can see, like I had to do it in 2 columns, and I ended up putting some stuff on the back. But it works. And then I sit here as I put my stuff into Kroger Quick List, and I just cross things off as they go. So that is that. Yeah. So I'm gonna finish eating my soup. Actually, I'm probably gonna go put this little munchkin in her crib and see if I can get her to take a nap, because she's cranky. And then I'm gonna eat. So my 3-ring circus is calling. I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so this tree is also empty, naked. Same thing with the toppers. I need my step stool to get those down, and then I can break this tree down once someone wakes up and get this corner kind of cleaned back up. I obviously need to run the vacuum and everything from glitter and faux tree stuff, but I'm kind of at a standstill because I can't get to the rest of the stuff that I need to put stuff away. So I guess I'm just gonna relax for a few. I might start gathering up the stuff, and then there's a few things that I know I want to get rid of this year that I just don't necessarily love. I'm looking for new stockings for the 3 of us. We've ordered Sloan one from Pottery Barn, so my hope is to order Matt, Bea, and I one next year. I just didn't get around to it, and I don't know, it just didn't happen this year. So like those 3 little snowmen, while they're really cute, I don't know, I don't love them. They're not really my style. And then I have this like wire tree thing over there that again I don't love. So I'm probably gonna get rid of those two things. Everything on here I still really like. I love this thing, and if I were to get rid of it, it would go to my mother-in-law. She talks about it, and every time she comes over, this little sleigh, I don't know, but it's one of those things, like, it doesn't take up a ton of space. I think a plant actually came in this, if I remember correctly, from Meyer. It doesn't take up a ton of space. I think it is, I mean, it's good filler things, so I probably won't get rid of that. But I think I'm gonna get rid of that tree for sure, and those little snowmen. I have a few things downstairs. I kind of have like a milk crate actually full of stuff that I'm probably gonna get rid of this year. So things kind of just got thrown up there, and then that little tree right there is not really making it. Matt put him up there because he thought he got more sun, which is fine. I'll probably just move it to the other side since we also have bamboo up there, but I have to get this area cleaned out. This is super cluttered. This plant typically goes in that corner, but when we put the Christmas tree up, I had to move it, so I have to get this cleaned up. Those pillows, Matt wanted me to keep them. I think they're gonna go. I think they're wasting space. I don't need them. They're gonna go. So that's kind of where we're at there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting this stuff done. I have all my tablescape stuff. My table's a freaking mess right now because there's stuff everywhere. But I have all like the tablescape stuff that has to get put away. Pretty much everything I showed you in here. I have a few tiny little things up there that have to get put away. And then my window stuff has to get put away. There's not much up there. This is a collecting space. Is anybody else like this? I don't know how this happens, but like a shot glass and chapstick and a gift card, like things just collect on the windowsill and it drives me insane. But I have to get that stuff put away. And then all of this, the Christmassy stuff here has to get put away, as well as up there, which isn't a whole lot. So I'm getting close. I really don't have a ton of stuff to put away this year, or still. I'm hoping I can get it done today. That's the plan. 30-ish, and I was about to have a snack, and I grabbed this Luna bar out. I wasn't really sure how many points were in it. I figured it would be probably like 4 or 5. This is 8 points, which to me, right now, that's not worth it. So I'm gonna put the Luna bar back as much as I really want it back. I have these Power Crunch bars, and I'm assuming these are probably about the same. So I'm gonna have myself some carrots and hummus instead. So I have this red pepper hummus and some carrots, and I'm gonna have that as a snack instead. Ooh, that does so good. Bea, stop! Little snack, 2 tablespoons of hummus, and this whole thing, which is like a cup worth of carrots, for 2 points. So yeah, we're going that route for lunch, or for snack. Like I said, it's about 2:30. So I might, this will probably be my last snack of the day. I might have something else, but I'm thinking this is probably it. I didn't turn you guys around. My kitchen's kind of a mess, so sorry about that. What did I do? Oh, Sloan is still sleeping. I expect her to wake up. Let's see if I can get this one-handed here. Got it. I expect her to wake up probably in the next half hour. I would love for her to get a good nap in. I don't know, I was talking to our chiropractor. I don't know if she's teething or if she's like fighting something, but she is sleeping a lot lately, and she has been a little cranky. Not necessarily cranky, but she's just been a little clingy, and you can tell she's just not acting herself. So good long naps are a good thing. Because she took her morning nap kind of late, I don't know that we're gonna get a second nap in today. She'll probably still go down for another nap at like 5. That's just how she is, and it doesn't typically affect her nighttime sleep routine. So this little one. I have a carrot and hummus. You're not eating that, ma'am. Oi. We're gonna sit here. I'm catching up on, these are old Vanderpump Rules episodes. I'm gonna eat my carrots. I was gonna try and catch up on some YouTube, but I got sidetracked with Instagram and Vanderpump. So I'm gonna eat my snack and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it is 10 to 3. This little munchkin just woke up. We're sitting and having a bottle. She's gonna play up here for a little bit while I have to get laundry started. This is a super flattering angle. I have to get her laundry done. She's pretty much like out of PJs, so I need to get her laundry done. I need to do her bedding and things like that. So I'm gonna work on her laundry. Now that she's awake, I can get to the boxes and my stepladder to finish putting. I'm probably gonna wait to pull the branches and stuff out of the trees until Matt gets home tonight to help me. But I can get to the boxes to put the rest of like the decor stuff that's out away. I can redecorate that like built-in my kitchen that I showed you guys. I can put my normal decor back up there, and we're just chugging along. I'm gonna pull my shrimp out of, hold on kiddo, sorry guys, I dropped the camera, my arm was getting super sore. I can pull, no, I'm gonna pull the shrimp out to thaw in a few minutes here so that I can get it in the pesto. It's super sunny out, but it's freezing, so I think I'm gonna grill it on our indoor grill. I really wanted to put it out on the barbecue, but it's too cold. And I don't think Matt's going to be getting home until late tonight because he made mention that he has a meeting like later this afternoon. So I don't know what that means, but typically he works at least until like 5:30. He hasn't been getting home until closer to like 6:30. So that being said, it'll already be dark, and I don't want to grill in the cold in the dark, so that's fine. What are you doing? What are you doing? You sweet baby. So yeah, I'm gonna get my decor put away, finish getting her fed, laundry going, and then we'll probably head downstairs so she can play downstairs since we haven't had an opportunity to do that yet today. Oh, I have the whole family here. The dog is in my lap now too. And that's it. That's what we're at. That tree looks so sad. You can see all like the spots that didn't really get fluffed, or maybe I messed it up when I was pulling the ribbon and stuff out of it, but it's over. Christmas is, it's done and over, so I'm ready to have my house back in order. I'm looking at this peace lily I have over here, and it did really well in this corner. I think I mentioned that I was afraid that it would not get the right amount of sunlight and like the directional sunlight that it needed. It did pretty good. There's some brown leaves on the bottom, but typically that happens with lilies. You're all done. You drank it all. So yeah, we're hanging out. Moomy, you have been outside. This dog, she is literally the whiniest dog. I don't know what that was. So whiny dog. She's whiny. She whines nonstop all the time. I just got a text message. So it's been like probably 2 years since I've spray tanned, but I used to have a spray tan membership at a salon like super close to our house. And they had like a text messaging service where you could like go on and you could claim your spot on their website so that you didn't have to wait, because they only had 2 of like the Versa Spa booths or whatever they are. Man, she's trying to steal the camera. Stop. So you could like put yourself in place or whatever. Good Lord, this is so distracting. I'm so sorry, you guys. Well, when I canceled my membership, I also opted out of the messages. Well, I don't know, not this past weekend, today's Monday, but not like 2 days ago, Saturday, but the following weekend or the weekend prior, I had received like back-to-back text. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, she keeps knocking the phone or the camera. She keeps knocking the camera out of my arms. But I was getting back-to-back text messages from that number, and I knew it was the number because it was still like in my phone from previous messages, and it was just talking about like their new server and like thank you for subscribing and all these things. Like it was just like I got 4 text messages back to back to back. Well, then on last Monday, I got one that you could tell was like more personalized, stating that they were really sorry for the inconvenience, that they had changed messaging servers or something, and it was an error. Well, I just got another one that said like the same thing. So I'm really confused, and I've unsubscribed from this email thing or this text thing like numerous times. So I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to probably block the number because I have not been spray tanning. Yeah, super weird. I don't know why I keep getting messages from them. All right, this kid needs to play. She's all over the place. She's wide awake. She's wide awake after a really long nap. That was a good one. So I'm super happy about that. Maybe this is just her new normal to take really long naps. I was thinking that she was sick or something or wasn't feeling good because she was napping so much, but maybe this is her new normal. I don't know. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys when I figure something else out. I don't know I do know what I need to get done, but I need to stop chatting and actually do those things. So I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it is 3:30. Sloan is up in her high chair eating some puffs. I got the majority of my decor down. I got all of that stuff put away, sort of redecorated. I'm not sure. Work in progress. But I've had this box since Christmas of candles that my aunt ordered, and this is what they're the Harry Slatkin candles. They're the Homeworks ones. They're quite large. They're much larger than like the Bath and Body Works ones, which used to be Slatkin, and those were my favorites. So my mom bought me a set of 3 for the fall ones, and this is my last one. I'm pretty much done with this one. It's pumpkin caramel corn, and these are amazing. They're 4-wick candles, and they come in these really beautiful jars. Well, my aunt bought my mom and I think it's the winter collection maybe. You can get them off of QVC. They are pricey for sure, but they're so amazing. So my mom quickly went through her box, and I never opened mine. So I was gonna put them in the linen closet, put them away, and I figured I would share with you guys since came in here. Okay, so I got the lid off. I totally forgot what the package even looked like on these. I think this is like their Bake Shop collection or something like that. They sparkling pink truffle, and we have these super cute lids. Oh my goodness. This one is, see, these are, how big are these candles? They're large. 18 ounces. So 30 to 55 hours. This one is sparkling wine, sugar, ginger, white chocolate, and raspberry liqueur. Oh, that one smells amazing. Big fan of that one. I totally forgot what these ones smelled like. So like you can see, like these are very substantial. If you have like that candle lover in your life and you want to splurge on like a nice gift for them and not give them just like a typical Bath and Body Works candle. Now don't get me wrong, I would not complain about getting a Bath and Body Works candle, but I feel like that's like the typical gift. This is the way to go. And like I said, I got these off QVC, but he does have a website as well. They're the Homeworks by Harry Slatkin. So sparkling pink truffle. This is the chocolate mint truffle. This is the one I remembered. Chocolate, cocoa, cool peppermint, and pistachio. This smells exactly like an Andy's mint. Like, I don't like the chocolate mint that Bath and Body Works comes out with. I'm not a fan of that. It feels very, like, I don't like the hot cocoa and cream and things that, like, I don't like their chocolate, I guess. This smells so good. This might be the one I wear next because it's so good. This might be, maybe this is like, I think it's the Sweet Shop or something for like Valentine's Day. And then this one, I think it's a coffee. Yeah, espresso chocolate truffle. Ground espresso, milk chocolate, whipped vanilla, and creamy coconut. That one smells super, super good too. You can smell the chocolate in that for sure. It's not like the typical espresso candle, which I love. This is creamier and sweeter than that. Really, really good. But these, I mean, they're just so pretty. They're so nice. So yeah, that's the 3 that I got. I believe the 3 of those are like $60. I'm gonna see if I can try and link them, find them and link them for you guys. But I believe they're around $60 for 3 candles. So that's super nice. I love getting gifts like that, and it always, I don't know, makes me feel spoiled when people think of me and give me like super nice things like this. Yeah, I was gonna put these, what was I gonna do with these? Are you eating your puffs or are you throwing them on the floor, ma'am? My house is a mess. I have toys, well, that's the boppy pillow. I just took the cover off of it to wash. That plaything, I need to figure out how to like spot clean and put away, so I don't put it in the washing machine. And she's not really playing with it anymore, so yeah, I'm excited. I need to put these away. Okay, so it is about 4:45. I just laid this little one down. She's fighting sleep again, but she's cranky and she needs to take a nap. I know it's crazy to lay my child down at 5 o'clock for a nap, but this is what she does. So I pulled my shrimp out a few minutes ago to thaw. Wow, that is bright. Hold on. To thaw. Still not thawed. So let me flip you guys around. So I pulled out the raw shrimp. I think there's 16 in there. So that'll be plenty for Matt and I. We don't eat leftover seafood. That's just something that neither of us are fans of. So I'm gonna dump that water out. I want to do this with cold water. Takes you out of the way. You don't want to like steam your shrimp. So let me see. These need a little bit better. Gross. So I'm gonna let those thaw, and then we'll throw the pesto sauce. So like I said, I got all my decor down. I sort of roughly redecorated this. That, I don't know what to do down there. We have a lot of coffee mugs and it makes sense because the Keurig is right there, which apparently needs to be filled, but it's not pretty. So I don't know. I don't know what I got going on there. And like I said, I roughly redecorated the top. I don't know that I love that either, but it's okay for now. I'm one of those people that I hate it till I love it. Like I switch it around and switch it around and switch it around until I like it. So that's that. She's crying. She's, I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can get her to take a snooze, because if she doesn't, she's never gonna see her dad when he gets home. She'll be ready for bed for good at that point. So let's go see. These, I don't just keep laundry. I guess I do. These are the makeup eraser towels. They're here because, well, I can take them downstairs, but I need to remember to wash them because they both need to be cleaned, which is why they're there. Hey, little lady. Hi. Hi. Not about it, huh? What are you doing? Here, baby. Hey, Mama needs you to take a nappy. Yeah, you could take a nap. And lay down. You roll over and lay down. Okay. I love you. Will you take a good nap? Just a short one till Daddy gets home, so that you can see him when he gets home. I love you. Okay, so it is, what, 5:20. I have my shrimp are all thawed, and then I have my pesto here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and open up. This is just the Rana brand. I prefer to get the stuff that's like in the fresh food section. I like the deli sometimes, where you know how like in the Italian section they have an actual like refrigerator. I prefer to get that stuff instead of the jarred. I just find that it's a little bit fresher, and there's typically not any type of preservative in it. So on the top, and then I'm probably gonna put 2 to 3 tablespoons of this in my shrimp. Kind of massage it around, not too hard because the shrimp is kind of delicate. You don't want to break it apart. And then I'm gonna stick the baggie in the fridge. And then when Matt's up, literally probably closer to 1, like he's walking in the door, since he likes to come home and change and this and that, I will stick these on the indoor grill. So that is what I got going on. All right, everyone, it is about, what time is it? It is 6:15. I am gonna close out today's vlog. I have Sloan up here. I'm gonna get her fed, dinner for the night, in her PJs and ready to go, so that when Matt gets home, he can spend a little bit of time with her before she goes off to bed, and I can finish dinner. I'm out of breath because I've been running up and down the stairs trying to get dinner started while she's playing downstairs, and obviously I don't want to leave her down there by herself for more than like a minute or two. So if you're interested in seeing the final dinner, I will go ahead and I think I'm going to do a what's for dinner video this week. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming up the next week or so. And I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for spending the day with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.